Hey guys, we get to read another Pete the Cat book, and this time we're going to count and we are going to do something really big. We're going to subtract. That means when you take away something and you get a smaller number. So that's what we're going to do with this Pete the Cat book. It's called Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. Let's look at them. Here's a button. And it goes right here. And then here's a button, here's a button, and here's a button. Let's count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. We're also going to describe things in good detail and talk a lot about different words that can describe things. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons, my buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. You see his 4 buttons? Let's count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop! Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Well, look here. See, the top one popped and it rolled away. How many are left? 3! Because 4 minus 1 is 3. You had 4 and you took away 1. That's 3. That's subtraction. That's what we said we were going to do. Here he is with his 3 buttons. Let's see what he says. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Oh no! Pop! Another button popped off and it rolled away. How many buttons are left? Look here at his shirts. 2 buttons have fallen off. So how many are left? You got it, 2. Because 3 minus 1 is 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. What came? The ice cream truck. Oh no, Pop! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left now? Oh my goodness, poor Pete. But look, he's got ice cream, so everybody's happy with ice cream. There's only 1 button left because 2 minus 1 is 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. And he kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 1 groovy button. Oh. My button, my 1 groovy button. button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Oh my goodness, look at Pete on his surfboard. That's a long, yellow, big surfboard on top of a red car. It's pretty shiny too, if only you could feel it. So, how many buttons are left if his last button falls off? Just his belly button! And he kept on singing his song. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. We all have belly buttons, don't we? Pete always finds the best. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing just like Pete. Buttons come and buttons go. You did a great job subtracting with me. We took things away when Pete lost his buttons. Can you think of something that you might play with that might get taken away and then you have less of something? Sometimes when you have the dinosaurs and there are 4 dinosaurs and someone wants to play with one, how many will you have left if you give one away? You'll have 3. And dinosaurs come and dinosaurs go, just like Pete's buttons. But we're just gonna keep smiling and keep singing. Bye.